Okay, shalom, shalom, shalom. All praise to the Most High. It is old girl with the old family here, and I just wanted to come to you guys with a real quick video. I'm just like winding down for the night. It's been one of those busy days, ripping and running. Whatever you see, I'm like still in my sweats, just finished dinner and I'm finally like chilling. So I'm looking at some headlines and I see the craziest article, right? So we're gonna get right to it and then we'll talk about it. Excuse me, I'm like not really put together today, but that's okay. We're gonna talk about okay, my bad. My audio went out for a second. So yes, so I'm doing a share screen because I want y'all to see this article, which is what prompted this video. All right, so NPR. Look at this headline, you guys. Scientists create early embryos that are part human, part monkey. April 15, 2021. So, as you can see, the headline alone was just like, oh my God, right? And this, we're going to read at least the first two paragraphs and then I'm going to say what I want to say about it. All right. Here we go. For the first time, scientists have created embryos that are a mix of human and monkey cells. The embryos described Thursday in the journal Cell were created in part to try to find new ways to produce organs for people who need transplants, said the international team of scientists who collaborated in the work. But the research raises a variety of concerns. And I said I was going to wait till I was done, right? But I can't help myself, okay? I got to jump in and say something. Okay, first of all, the title alone, in the hell, what manner of evil are we speaking, right? But let me specifically, okay, so let's go to this here. The reason that they doing this, to produce organs for people who need transplants. And I don't believe that crap. That's just the guys. You know what I mean? Like, are you kidding me? There's no way in the world that they doing this just to produce organs for people. And even if they are, benefit of the doubt, okay? Even if they are, hey, you and I ain't getting that organ, okay? Whoever they doing all this research for, if this is what this really is, we ain't getting it. Y'all know who getting it. The people who on the earth got 9 different hearts before they end up dying anyway. What's his name? Was he a Rothschild or Rockefeller? I know he got about 9 hearts. But anyway, let's read this next paragraph. My first question is why, said Kirsten Matthews, a fellow for science and technology at Rice University's Baker Institute. I think the public is going to be concerned, and I am as well, that we're just kind of pushing forward with science without having a proper conversation about what we should or should not do. And I like that um, quote here. We dealing with somebody who got some sort of moral or ethical values left. When she says, I think the public is going to be concerned, and I am as well, because, this is not normal. This is bizarre. But let's continue. Still, the scientists who conducted the research and some other bioethicists defended the experiment. This is one of the major problems in medicine. Organ transplantation, said Juan Carlos Espuizua Belmonte, a professor in the Gene Expression Laboratory of the Salk Institute for Biological Sciences in La Jolla, California, and a co-author of the cell study. The demand for that is much higher than the supply. Speaking of organs, I don't see this type of research being ethically problematic, said Insu Hayan, a bioethicist at Case Western Reserve University and Harvard University. It's aimed at lofty humanitarian goals. Yeah, people who do organ transplantations are humanitarians. Yeah, right. They're being paid to provide a service, but I guess that's considered humanitarian. Thousands of people die every year in the U.S. waiting for an organ transplant, Huan noted. So, in recent years, some researchers in the U.S. and beyond have been injecting, here we go, human stem cells into sheep and pig embryos to see if they might eventually grow human organs in such animals for transplantation. Oh my God, I'm gonna read that part again. Okay, they have been injecting human stem cells. Where they getting these human stem cells from? Another question for another day. Into sheep and pig embryos to see if they might eventually grow human organs in such animals for transplantation. Oh my God. So you mean to tell me y'all done got some human stem cells, ain't no telling how. Y'all got some sheep and pig embryos. Poor animals. Poor animals. The earth crieth out. The earth is immortal, ain't it? I mean, just look at this here. When the last time you got your hands on some sheep and pig embryos? You know what I'm saying? This is not stuff. This is not even the vernacular in a regular everyday day to day conversation. Yeah, you know I went and got them sheep and pig embryos. Old boy had said he wanted me to cop for him. You know that just don't happen. But anyway, they injecting human stem cells into pig and sheep embryos. This reminds me of a video or a picture I seen not too long ago with some of them people abusing animals. It just really bothers me that man wants to play God and be in control of things that's not in his control, especially if you're evil, in regards to the animals. The way they abuse the animals, the things that they do to the animals. Let's see if there's anything else in here because I didn't read the entire article. Let's see, but so far that approach hasn't worked. So Belmonte teamed up with scientists in China and elsewhere to try something different. The researchers injected 25 cells known as induced pluripotent stem cells for humans, commonly called iPS cells, into embryos from macaw monkeys, which are much more closely genetically related to humans than our sheep and pigs. After one day, the researchers reported they were able to detect human cells growing in 132 of the embryos. Wow. And were able to study the embryos for up to 19 days. That enabled the scientists to learn more about how animal cells and human cells communicate, an important step toward eventually helping researchers find new ways to grow organs for transplantation into other animals, Belmont said. Let's read that part again. How sinister, how evil. I hate this mad scientist stuff. Remember when you was a kid and you be watching, a cartoon or something, and there was some mad scientist, evil genius trying to find a potion to blow up the world? This is it, brothers and sisters. This is what we looking at. This is just pure evil. Not necessarily that they trying to blow up the world with this, but you get my point. This is another level. This is not normal. This is not something that should be going on. Let's read this again. Let's see. This research they've been doing has enabled scientists to learn more about how animal cells and human cells communicate, an important step toward eventually helping researchers find new ways, here it is right here, to grow organs for transplantation. Let me say that again, to grow organs. Again, I'll ask you, when in your day-to-day life has anybody asked you, when the last time you grew some organs? Did you go holler at Mike? He growing them organs over there on the east side. That's not something that this is pissing me off, but I want to make this quick, so I'm gonna go on back. I'm gonna end that with the article. You can finish, yourself. It was NPR. If you want to finish checking that article out. But yeah, it just really kind of disgusts me how mankind, and when I say mankind, you know who I'm talking about when I say that, how they want to play God. The earth been given into the hand of the wicked, okay? So y'all got a little leeway to run rapid in the earth and do certain things, but some things literally make me sick to my stomach. And splicing and genetics is something, let me tell you, where it has hit home to me personally. I remember some years ago when my son was in the fifth grade, so however old that is, maybe like 10 or whatever. And he brought home one of them packets, probably was gonna be out, probably was gonna be out of school for a minute, brought home a packet, and it had cloning stuff in it. It was like, read these articles, answer these questions, and it had some info from like early cloning, the first sheep or whoever they cloned. And I remember Xing out the work and writing a note on the page just saying, we don't believe in this, we're not doing this. And this is before the truth, brothers and sisters. I ain't even in the truth. I'm actually studying with some white folks at the time, because when I left Christianity, I actually ended up doing like a online church with white people, because at the time I didn't know. But anyway, I learned some stuff from them. Not nothing like I learned from my Hebrew brothers and sisters. But anyway, and so that was that time. That's where I was at in life. And then there's a fruit called a minalo. And I tried it, probably buying it, not sure, think it's in the orange family, and come to find out it's genetically modified. It's not organically grown, but it's delicious. It's a mix between a tangerine and something else, something in the citrus family. And me and my older son, we love them. And when I found out it was spliced, I told my son, and so we stopped eating them. And we probably had one or two in all the years since we've known. But it bothered me. It really bothered me, and it bothers me because it reminds me of some of the readings from Enoch. I know a lot of you guys do believe in the book of Enoch and read it, and so I'm just not with the genetic modification. And I know on the back of everything's been genetically modified, but I'm not for it. And it's sinister to me. How some things are just so evil and sinister. And I just think that's one of them. And it just bothers me so much. And when I think about that fruit, as much as me and my son loved it, it's like, this is not natural. Man made this. And it's so crazy because I started an indoor garden and I had some seeds, and I was telling my husband, I believe that they crossbred just because they were in a tight environment, and I'm new, so I had to learn, from my error. But anyway, they got too close. And so I told my husband I moved those seeds that I was anywhere near that area. I moved them and I'm keeping an eye on them to see what happens. But I took them out of the crop. I don't want to eat that. I don't want to eat nothing where the seeds have been mixed. I don't believe that we're supposed to be doing that according to the scriptures. So I just wanted to touch on this because it's just really baffling. And then I guess the title of the article really just really tripped me out, that they're mixing and human and monkey. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just so bizarre to me. But anyway, so yeah, I just wanted to just discuss the wickedness of these heathens real quick, you guys. Some of these articles, some of the headlines I read, you can't discuss everything all the time, but it's like some stuff you just like, did I just read that right? Like, really? Really? Monkeys and humans, y'all putting this stuff together in the little petri dish to see what y'all can create under the guise of creating organs. It's like, organs, this came from animals, and we're supposed to allow them to put this stuff inside of it. Like, I'm no, 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 no. I'm all about natural healing, herbs, medicine. Don't get me wrong, I done popped the Tylenol before in my life, come on now. But I'm just saying, I was just telling somebody earlier I was talking to about the healing of the nations via the scriptures, the book of Revelations. And there's another scripture that talk about how the Most High gave us every green herb in Genesis, every green herb, and how the leaves are for the healing. Like, that's the stuff we're supposed to use to heal. I was just saying that, like, these these tech guys and these billionaires are not the people that the Bible said we need to go to for healing. If we need healing in our bodies and with our organs, and a lot of the times we have to start with what we're putting into our body and our temple. That's why we be sick a lot. But anyway, I just wanted to touch on this article, y'all, because it really irritated me, it really pissed me off real quick. Seeing this genetic splicing and genetic modification is so evil, it's so wicked, and it just goes to show you guys what day and time we're living in. You know what I'm saying? As if we needed more science to tell us how evil the times are. You know what I'm saying? This is definitely not the 80s. You know, things are different. But anyway, so yeah, I just wanted to bring this to you guys' attention real quick. I know it's so much going on all over the states and internationally. So we are to be vigilant. We are to watch. And I just want to say I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching the old family. Please like and subscribe. Share the different videos. If your family members may have questions, things you can't really explain, you can always share a video, send them the link, and let them click on it, and that'll help us spread the gospel and help you or your family. You know, sometimes they can hear it from other people and not us as well. So that's always something that you guys can do to help support the channel. So thank you so much again for watching, and shalom.